You're out here looking for love with a man, I assume. But at the same time,
Men are trash.
men are trash.
Yes.
Now, is it that all men are trash? Is it that the men that you have dated are trash? It seems like some cognitive dissonance here if you're looking for love.
I'm not saying they're all trash, but the fact of finding a relationship with a guy that is gonna work is very unlikely.
But if you've had good men and they were exes and you told us that you're the one that ended every relationship, then why would you end a relationship with a good man? Right? Right? It doesn't make sense. It's like all the blame is on men, even though she's the one making the decision to end relationships with good men and then saying it's impossible to get into a relationship with a good man. How does that make sense? Women make no sense when they talk, yet it's all on men. Everything they say we're supposed to take as some type of fact. Like, you said nothing.
Paint a picture of your ideal man. I want him to treat me this way. I want him to respect.
Yeah, he's like a 1%.
Okay.
Less than 1% type
Describe
of
him.
guy.
Describe him.
I guess family man, maybe likes the same holidays I like, good to children and pets, tall, has money, more than I would make most likely.
Minimum amount of money that you would want your man to make a year or net worth?
Over $1 million a year.
Well, duh.
Okay, $1 million a year. And is that because based on the rules of hypergamy, women will only date across and up?
Sure,
You've made a good amount of money?
I don't want to date someone that makes less money than I do.
You would not. So why would a guy who makes $1 million a year, why would he want to marry you?
Why wouldn't he want to?
I'm asking you. Tell me, like, sell yourself.
Well, if I fall in love and that's the right person,
so
we're meant to be together.
Let's say.
Again, guys, this is the biggest problem with ever having a conversation with these type of women, is that they don't hear how they sound. The way that women like these think, they think that they can do whatever and then still get whatever they want. And life doesn't work like that. Cause and effect. You're gonna do some shit and you're gonna get the effects of that shit. You're not gonna do some shit and then ask for what the effect is. If I go and I rob the bank, the effect is either I'm going to go to jail or I might get away. I might, right? But I'm always going to be looking over my shoulder because of what the effect might have. Like, the person I robbed might have had family or friends that might come after me. The police might track me down eventually. Cause and effect.
But you know the irony of it all?
What?
She can do all these things that make her a suitable wife and has yet to become a wife.
Damn.
Because I haven't found the right guy. I've left most of the guys that I date.
Why did you leave the guys?
Because they weren't meant to be my husband.
Okay.
I just felt like they weren't it.
Cap.
So marriage is not about what you, it's not, nobody's perfect for you.
No.
Marriage is something that you got to work on. You got to
Yeah, I
maintain once you
understand.
get in a relationship. It's not, and nobody's like designed for you.
I agree with you.
So it's tolerance involved. It's compromise
And jumping
involved.
out when there's some red flags and stuff too, and leaving a relationship when you know you should be leaving.
But do you ever want children?
I do.
Are you aware that once you get to a certain age that it'll be highly likely that you'll have geriatric pregnancy?
Sure, yeah, and I can do things.
And you're willing to take
in
the risk?
exchange,
You're willing
like
to-
take my eggs out if I want to, or whatever, have a surrogate, whatever I need to do if I want kids. Yeah.
But you see how the times have changed. You see how we come to a
Who
point
said
where
I even want to have a child
we've
come
come
out of
to
my
a
vagina?
time where women got to take their eggs out.
The issue I have is the fact that a lot of these movements are only allowed to happen because technology has improved. They're not happening because they're morally right. It's because technology allows for it to be. For example, where were transgender people 100 years ago? They didn't exist. Where were they 20 years ago? They didn't exist. Why do they exist now? Because technology allows for them to exist. So now, why do we have these women acting like, oh, pregnancy is nothing, having a kid is nothing, I can wait forever, I can do all these different things, I can have surrogacy, I can freeze my eggs. Why? Because technology allows for them to think so. But historically speaking, women would look to have children because of the fact that the mortality rate was so low. The mortality rate was so low that women would look. They would look to have children early, knowing that they could die from any type of plague, the bubonic plague, Black Death, all of the things that swept across Europe, as well as syphilis.
At this point, today, what's more important, a career or family?
I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like I want to maybe a couple more years keep doing what I want to do because there's a couple things that I want to accomplish, and I'm in the middle of doing it right now.
Okay.
But I do want a family, and I do want to find somebody. So it's kind of like we'll figure it out when we get there. We'll figure it out.
You are made of
stupid.
You're 33, soon to be 34. At age 35, there's something called geriatric pregnancies.
It's do I want to give up my life right now to be in a relationship is what people are asking me.
Okay.
Because it's not, you can't really necessarily have a f***ing life besides your husband at that point.
But
and do
Lexi,
I want to do that now? I don't think so.
On one hand, you're saying, I want love, I'm looking for love. And on the other hand, you're basically saying, I'm focused on my career, I'm not going to give it up. It's very hard to do two things at once.
That's true.
And I'm gonna be 1,000%, bro. You're 33 years old. Like, you're 33 years old. What other life is there for you as a woman other than a life that has kids and a husband? What other life? You've already been out there getting piped. You've made your money. She's a millionaire. She's got over. What else? What kind of life can you possibly lead now by yourself that has any type of value or worth? It doesn't make sense. By the time that you're fucking 33, you would think that you've matured enough to be like, I've done all the kid shit, right? If I want to do any traveling or anything like that, I want to do it with family now, because you've already done traveling with your girls and doing all type of fuck shit in your 20s. So what is the point of being a 33-year-old chick that's still getting piped?
Aren't you a stripper?
Yeah.
Is waiting 90 days to have sex with a stripper. No offense. If I find out, and I'm no angel over here. I've been with all sorts of women, but
Yes, you've made that clear.
no, I'm not even like, I'm just saying I've been with any end of the spectrum, as we talked about.
All right.
If I know you're a stripper and you hit me with a 90-day spiel, dude, no, that's not gonna.
But just
Why?
Could I just add to
Because you give.
Wait. Why do you have less respect because my title is a stripper?
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you. But your ego is pissing me off. You think you're the shit.
If any chick asks you a stupid question like this, gents, this is how you answer it. I have less respect for you because your title is a stripper, because my parents would have less respect for you because your title is a stripper. I respect what my parents respect, right? And my parents respect people that respect themselves. They don't respect sex workers, OnlyFans models, floozies, strippers, porn stars. They don't respect any of that. So if you are going to do something that disrespects their views, then you don't respect me, because I get my views from my parents. And you know damn well none of your parents are okay with this. No parent is okay with seeing their child out there exposing themselves in that manner. And if we know this, then why are women asking stupid fucking questions of, why is that disrespect? It's disrespectful because I can't bring you home to see my mom. So what the fuck am I gonna do with you other than have some fun with you on the side? You're not wifey.
How about this? I'll answer it politely. Many dudes will bang you. I don't know a lot of dudes that will bring you home to mom and marry you.
Because you're an exotic dancer?
Yes. A stripper, yes.
Why not? The way that
That's something you probably should have thought about before you got on the pole.
Hold up. Tiffany.
What?
A mattress actress.
I got something to say about the 90-day thing. So, one, no man that, would actually wait 90 days when he has other options. They're gonna go to other people.
Let me add one thing to this, because I think there's one aspect, and by the, I think we're I don't know, is this a coaching strategy? Or is it
No, it's just Ari is my friend, and I want the best for her, and I want Ari to find an awesome dude.
All right,
you gotta
I think Michael hit the nail on the head from a female perspective. Compensation, how money basically is your biggest driver, and how you're tipping and all that. Now, if the type of guy you want is like a successful business guy, entrepreneur, has a company, hangs out with super successful Fortune 500 CEO type guys, all right? If that's the kind of guy you want, that guy is going to have a very hard time coping, recognizing the fact that, oh, this is my girlfriend, the stripper. Yeah. That guy is going to have a very hard time with that. I'm sorry if I'm hurting your feelings.
But at the same time, it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know that guy is not going to feel comfortable. He's like, hey, mom, this is Candy, the stripper.
What I'm seeing today is 10 years ago, if you would have told me that men would be moaning and crying about Barbie, I'd be like, no, that's never gonna happen. I come from a background where my father would walk in and he wouldn't get into the affairs of women. These new men, these modern men,
it's big dick syndrome.
You suck.
Right? Just like I said, pretty easy to understand. Parents don't like this, so I don't like this. You would think it would be easy enough for everybody to be on the same page, right?
No. Thank you, Draymond.
But this is, again, the issues we have with women. Last clip. Listen to how this chick follows the conversation, right? Like, she tries to manipulate it to take it to some complete different corner of darkness that was never even brought up.
I come from a background where my father would walk in and he wouldn't get into the affairs of women. These new men, these modern men.
It's big dick syndrome.
You suck.
Okay, so, Jen,
Do you have
You've turned into. Can I curse? You've turned into a bunch of bitches at a salon.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All right, let's make a long story short. I'll just say this, man. A lot of women in society today love to do what this woman just did, which is just talk shit and make no sense and attack men for free because they can, and they know that if a man ever tries to defend himself, then all they have to do is throw misogynistic and blah, 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 all these big head words. They can just throw that out to make a man feel bad, right? And for them to play victim. And that's what I really hate, because the thing she says is that men have become pussies because they don't act the same way that men in her generation did or her father did. But she doesn't realize that her father didn't have to deal with any of the shit that these new men have to deal with, which is he didn't hear shit talked about men 24/7. I promise you, if your father did, he would also have the same reaction that these men have, right? In a generation where women respected men, where they cooked, they cleaned, they did their shit, where you know damn well your mother doesn't act or think like you're gonna try to spin it like, oh my gosh, men aren't the way my father used to be. Women aren't the way that your father used to expect them. But you make that a man thing. And then you attack us by calling us all sorts of shit. Pussy, dun. But imagine a guy doing this in reverse. He would be attacked by all over the globe by bitches. For what? For what? For just saying his opinion? Even if his opinion was stupid as fuck, why is it that women can have stupid as fuck opinions and just say them without thinking and without repercussion? They don't have to worry. But for a guy to even just say like, I don't like a woman that is overweight, it's over. That's the problem with our society, bro. Men have no voices. If you try to use your voice, you will be silent, attacked, canceled, a million words. Women have too much of a voice, and they use their voices to say absolutely fucking nothing. Like 99% of the time, and 99% of the content you see on YouTube or any social media with female in it, it's dumb content that makes no sense. It's want. I deserve. Men don't do that. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's never like, yo, I'm trying to build society. I'm trying to grow what we see. It's never growth. It's always, I want material, That's why when men get money, they think about building their family and bringing everybody up with them. When women get money, it's over for it. It's about me. Even when they already have so much money, it's still about me. You look at Kim Kardashian. You had all the money you possibly could want in the world. Yet Kim Kardashian on her own show had said years prior that she wanted a certain number of kids with Kanye West before she left him. And then she got that number of kids with Kanye West. And then she left him. And it's like, dude, you're with one of the richest people ever. He was a billionaire. You're a billionaire. Your family is rich. Why do you need to leave him then? Because it doesn't matter. She has all the money in the world, but she can always get another nigga that's gonna get her to more money. The thing she doesn't realize though is how many niggas is gonna marry you now. Yeah, you could fuck with the Pete Davidsons. Yeah, you could do all that shit, but who's gonna marry you? These bitches need Jesus, bro, and there's only one person that can give it to them. Kanye.
God is better than the devil. The devil took all the producers, the musicians, the designers, moved us all out to Hollywood. They got contracts out there that say you can't say Jesus. You can say Jesus in your studio, but it's only one restaurant we serving for tonight, and that's God's restaurant.